My name is John Franklin Hay. I'm privileged to serve as Executive Director of Near East Area Renewal, or NEAR. We serve 20 neighborhoods across the Near East Side. This is a really crazy time. We had planned to have a luncheon in April, but here we are in October. We want to thank you for joining us for this time together. We also want to thank our City County Council President, Vop Osili, for joining us today and for sharing some information about NEAR and our work here. Our work is diverse across the Near East Side. We develop affordable homes for low to moderate income households. We do neighborhood renewal. We have taken a vacant school building and turned it into a senior adult housing, a child daycare center. We're working for reuse for Sherman Park, the old site of RCA. There's a variety of work that we do, and we're privileged to do that because of the support and the help of so many who support us, who sponsor us, and who work with us. And so we want to provide this picture of our work over the past year and hope that you will celebrate with us.
It's no accident that most Indianapolis community development corporations are located in neighborhoods that were redlined by housing authorities and lending institutions in the 1930s. And while those policies are now, thankfully, a thing of the past, their impact is still very much of our present reality. As just 2 years ago, the Brookings Institution found that Black-owned homes in the Indianapolis metro area are devalued by as much as $18,000. And shocking as it is, that figure is small when compared with the national average devaluation Brookings uncovered in its study, which found, even when controlling for factors like crime and education and structural characteristics, that owner-occupied homes in majority minority neighborhoods are undervalued by an average of $48,000 per home. Nationally, this disparity amounts to a cumulative total of about $156 billion in lost assets, nearly double the cost to the United States of the opioid crisis. It's an amount large enough to have funded 8.8 million four-year degrees and replaced the water pipes in Flint, Michigan, close to 3,000 times. And it's into this almost mind-numbing gap that community development corporations like NEAR step forward, and into gaps created by historic discrimination, disinvestment, and lagging infrastructure. NEAR has created and is bringing to life a vision of the Near East Side that values people over profits, that recognizes relationships are more important than real estate, that knows placemaking is less about geography and more about the strengths of the people who call that place home. NEAR begins with the mindset that people are a neighborhood's greatest asset. Where racist policies have robbed many in this community of the ability to lift themselves up the social ladder and build stronger neighborhoods, NEAR is doing just the opposite. NEAR can help boost people of color up that ladder by building and expanding opportunities for home and business ownership in the Near East Side, and by advocating for anti-racist policies across Indianapolis. In fact, NEAR has not only advocated, but implemented anti-racist policies since long before that expression entered our common vocabulary. For example, while even well-intentioned development in other parts of Indianapolis has too often resulted in gentrification that drove existing homeowners out of their neighborhoods, NEAR has instead focused on development efforts that have as their top priority the prevention of displacement and implemented strategies that discourage displacement as equity increases. I consider it a remarkable achievement that to date, no Near East Side neighborhood has been displaced as a result of NEAR's development. NEAR has also supported local businesses on the Near East Side through creation of its Near Indy Guide. This kind of support for diverse, small, locally owned businesses is vital, particularly in light of the current economic challenges presented by the COVID-19 pandemic. Here again, NEAR's advocacy and support mitigates the impact of systemic inequities. Black-owned businesses start with approximately a third less capital than their white peers and have difficulties raising private investments from mainstream investment systems. Only 1% of Black business owners obtain loans in their founding year, compared to 7% of white business owners. Community development corporations like NEAR can step into this void as well by working directly with entrepreneurs to connect them to their landlords, incubating equity-based business and development models, and encouraging lending institutions to remediate inequitable lending practices. NEAR and its companion CDCs cannot heal the racial inequities of our cities and our nation's past, but they are, and NEAR is one of the most powerful tools we have for mitigating its ongoing impact. They are a critical member of what I want to believe is a broad, diverse team here in Indianapolis, dedicated to building a more equitable city. One vacant lot, one refurbished park, one restored home, one beautiful street, one vibrant neighborhood at a time.
The mission of NEAR in the Near East Side community is critical for renting neighbors, for home-owning neighbors, for neighborhoods, for the development of this community near downtown Indianapolis. We want to thank you for supporting us financially. We want to thank you for your moral support. And we want to invite you to continue to be a part of our mission and our story on the Near East Side. Go to nearindy.org and you'll find ways that you can engage as a volunteer, ways that you can contribute financially, and learn about the wide range of initiatives that we are engaged in to make a difference in this community. Thank you again for your time.